guys, it's Tim here back with another live stream. I don't know how smoothly these things go, but I'm trying it out, so you'll see how it works. I'm playing Arsenal and Phantom Forces with my friends. This stream should be more of a shorter stream, and I guess we'll just hop in the game.
Okay, well, hello. Wait, let me learn my.
This is way too loud. Oh,
yeah, I know, bro. I'm putting my volume on there because to be honest, I really don't
Arsenal
even need
is just a really loud game.
Yeah. I had my Roblox audio on too, so that's even more funnier. Hey, can I get assist? Yes, queen.
Wait. Let's see. Okay. Come on. Should be working. Yep.
Please kill. Oh, okay, I didn't get the kill. It's fine. Anybody watching?
It says one person. I don't think it's me though. I think it doesn't. I don't think it shows yourself. I used to think that, but maybe not. I have an 8 Dragunov. I'm pretty sure it's like an AK.
Yeah. But I remember
an AK-47. Yeah.
I remember in COD, the Dragunov was a sniper. I'd use it in one of the missions, Russia or something. So I mean, I don't really know what's up with that. But...
Oh wait, no.
Also, shout out to
AK. It looks like an AK-47. Maybe it's a real gun.
No, it is because it's a sniper. Just you guys know. Shout out to COD. COD is likewasome. One of my faves.
What am I doing? Wait, what was it? Dragunov?
Yeah, Dragunov. Isn't it like a sniper? Oh, I got the concussion rifle. My favorite. I love the concussion rifle.
Pull this up on the other screen just so.
Okay.
Okay, so it is an actual weapon. It's some sort of sniper.
Yeah, but maybe
in Arsenal we just don't have the.
Yeah, I think so. I think they just sniper rifles. It's not actually called a sniper rifle. It's just called a rifle, but you add the sniper.
Yeah.
Ooh. I just got golden knife in the head. Oh well, no. I'm the reason why. Bro, why is the colibri? I don't even know how to say it. Colibri. Yeah, colibri. Why is it so small? I always think that maybe it's not loaded up yet, but no, it's just small.
Oh, this weapon's even worse. You know the thing that shoots the blue ice balls or whatever? It shoots through.
Yeah, I hate it.
It's
I know, cause I don't want it to. Yeah.
It's almost as bad as the
I have the coffee, I have the coffee one. It's so annoying.
Okay.
Hey Timothy, hello. You want some coffee? I'm John Brick.
Okay. So,
pick Disney.
I actually like Sandtown.
You're like Sandtown? I hate Sandtown. I like Disney.
This is my favorite. Oh, yeah, they're all good actually. Sandtown thing.
They did Disney. Disney is my first game I ever played. My first game in Arsenal. This was my first.
Yeah, all the options in that round were good options. Oh, you should have seen.
You have the DB cut it.
What the heck is this?
I don't even know. What kind of stuff is that?
This is their version of.
It's like a vacuum cleaner. It's like one of those small vacuum cleaners.
No, it's their version of the
What is this skin? Look at born to win and sometimes I lose. Her skin is so weird. It's like a man. I don't even know if I'm gonna say it.
I have the Dragunov again. It's good. Actually, it's pretty good. You can one-shot people.
I know. Oh, there's a hacker. I think.
My knife.
Alright, Thatcher, please give me assist. Assist. No.
I'm hoping I should turn on my mic volume because last time, that video. Remember how horrible the audio was?
I don't remember it being bad because I lower my volume on all my videos. Because I use earbuds. Wait, Timothy, there you are.
No. In the video I made.
Why are you so slow?
Because I was doing something else.
Okay, come on. Let's go.
Wait, why am I so slow? Look, I can't run.
Yeah, I know. You're not. Wait, you can run? Is it shift or what?
Yeah.
Wait, when I press shift, nothing happens.
Oh, maybe not.
I don't think you can run.
Does Arsenal not let you run?
I don't know. I think like when you just hold W, you're good.
No, right?
I mean, I only use 3 fingers when I play Arsenal. It's shift. I use crouch and jump.
Can anyone in the chat answer our question? Even though there's like one person watching this.
Hey, I hope this one person plays Roblox.
I mean, they probably do.
There's 3
Unless
health.
that one person is me.
Oh yeah. You want me to I'll go.
Wait just a second.
She been do it. I'll go under.
Everything actually.
Just
I'll make sure I re-upload this as a video. Or make sure.
yeah.
Make sure, because you know a lot of people when they live stream, they make it unlisted when they're done.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna make sure I leave it up.
Okay, I'm watching it. I'm just gonna mute it.
Wait, you're watching it? Is that the one viewer?
No, I'm now watching it.
Oh, so it should
Now it should
theoretically
be
go up
2.
to 2.
Yeah.
My sub count thingy is not
Working
properly.
really?
It says I have 19,
How'd you
but
get
I
it?
have
How'd you get it?
Use
How'd you
something
get-
called Streamlabs, and there's another one called Stream Elements. I think they're similar, but
I hate that gun. I still have the first gun. I'm not kidding.
Streamlabs, you sign in with your like YouTube or your Google account, and then
Oh, I just got
gives
the
you
background.
it gives you like a link to the thing, to the counter, and then you like copy and paste it into the streaming software.
Okay, so like you know those people that like sub to this person or like use code
Or like
whatever.
also when you know someone subscribes and a thing pops up and when they send a message and a thing pops up or like a super chat, yeah, those kind of things, those are all done by the same site, Streamlabs.
You know what? YouTube's just like make their own. To be honest, like that'd make it way easier for a lot of
It
people.
would, because it's not working for me for some reason. I think I'm doing something wrong. Maybe.
Hey YouTube, if you're watching this, make your own like something like.
Oh, why would they be watching this?
I don't know, bro. A lot of people like. Something to keep like that that girl. You know that one has 29 kills. She keeps like just killing everybody. She's slaying. You want to play Phantom Forces after this round? Because I'm getting pretty pissed at this game.
Why?
Because I rage and I'm not winning. Oh my god.
Wait, I'm
No
trying
way.
to.
I need to start jumping and crouching.
Okay.
Mm.
I guess we wait for this to work. Okay. Anyway, let me resume and play
Yeah.
normally.
I might if I start doing World of Phantom Forces, I might just play the Wild West because I really like the game and it's like actually for.
Honestly, wait, why are you getting something? Do you want to switch servers or is this like a really bad server? For some reason, I'm doing really bad today. I like cannot.
Yeah, I know. I do way better.
Usually, yeah, me too. Usually, I do so much better. You should have seen last stream when I was with George.
Oh really?
That was so much better.
Okay, I'm gonna try a different server. Okay. Join it.
Wait,
Let's just play Phantom Forces.
wait. Can we play this a little more, please?
Okay. Yeah,
Okay, it says 2
fine.
viewers. Here. Are you
Oh,
signed in? Are you
sorry.
signed in to YouTube?
Oh, I just joined the exact same server. That's so funny. Okay, join server. Let's try this. Actually, you know what? Let me just check this out.
Here, just join my server. Join my server.
Okay, I'm closing this out. Let's see. You have it. Oh wait, are you in this one?
Just
no.
wait. Just wait.
Reset. Let me just reload server. The page. Oh yeah. Okay, I do it.
Dang it, I have to go on the red team. Dang it. I hate being on the red team. It's so confusing because you think the blue people are like.
Yeah, used to be yellow. And also, John Brick looks so, and I mean so ugly on with the red suit.
I hate
John
this
Brick looks ugly.
hush puppy. Hush puppy.
It's the worst gun in the game. Did I say
It
worst?
is.
I meant
It, like,
worst gun in the game. It's supposed to one-shot people. I hit this girl in the head and it only gave 55. Like, what is this? And the game. Okay. Wow. Brandon
least I
is
can
cool
use a different
097. Good job, Brandon is cool
Wait,
097.
are you signed in? Are you signed into YouTube right now?
Yeah.
If you can, say something in the chat.
Okay. Sure. Let me go on YouTube. There, I wrote sub. Do Subway. Wait, what? Why is it saying I have to spectate?
It isn't. Yes, I'm on the blue team.
What? Shift F3.
I don't know what I was doing. I was just standing there shooting the ground for absolutely no reason. Wait, was that you?
Oh, we're on
Oh,
the
that's
same
you.
team.
That's you.
Yeah.
That's you.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Deploy. Oh, there's a guy right here. There's a guy right here. There's a guy right here. 24.
Oh, I love this map.
I know. It's the best map in the
It's
game.
the best when you have like RPGs and stuff like that.
Yeah. No,
Because
it's
then you
really
can
just
shoot into
automatic
like
rifles. When you have
these like
automatic
tunnels,
rifles,
these
you
tunnels
just
that come
spam
out of
them.
it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Dang.
What just happened there?
Okay. Oh, this
I
is
remember
this is
once.
good. This is so good though.
I remember once I was playing the game. This guy shot an arrow. I just like thought like the arrow came at me. Like
Nice
it just
headshot.
hit me.
I'm
Noise.
saying nice headshot.
I feel
to
like
the
if you
person
get, like,
that
a
killed
head-
me or to me.
I swear if you get like a headshot or something like that, you just like get 2 tiers up. Cause like it's pretty hard to get a headshot. Okay, well,
I mean, I just did.
I mean, yeah.
I just got 2 headshots in a row.
I know.
I got 2 headshots in a row. Let me see if I can get a 3rd one.
Ooh, I love the M1. The M1.
Maybe I can get a
Cars in
3rd.
the game.
Maybe I can get a 3rd.
I just got run over by this car and I did nothing happened to me. I got ran over, but nothing happened.
Welcome to video games.
Laser rifle. What is this?
Move out of the
bang.
way. Like the
Laser
guy
bang.
shows up and you have to get in the. Oh yeah. I got the same weapon
Laser
again.
bang. What? I just started to forever. Please load. Okay. I need to chill, God. You know, it's so fun to play Arsenal on mobile.
Oh yeah, they did a
I'm
good
not
job
kidding.
making it like good for mobile.
Like, you know, it's.
I have a
instead of-
sniper. What's the point of a sniper in this map?
I'm being honest. Arsenal should
Bam!
have won best mobile game other than Bloxburg. Bloxburg is okay on mobile.
I have
but
the-
no.
I have the hush puppy again.
Ew! No one likes it. Oh my gosh. Whoa there, everybody. Oh, I'm behind you. I'm behind you. Oh, let me spam this big boy. Oh, whoa! I just die, just die. Get out of my game. Get out of my game.
Oh gosh,
Oh.
I have that one weapon that shoots presents that explode.
I hate that gun. Wait, what place are you in? Do you have 7? Oh, you have 12 kills. I have like 10 kills. Oh, church.
What?
I'm better at places. Oh, there you are, Timothy. Hello there. Oh, how did the bloom on the
Like the
what's it
presents
called?
thing does nothing. I'm just gonna like use my knife and that's it.
I have the fist cuffs. I have the fist
The
cuffs.
knife is literally more useful than the presents.
It's not even Christmas. Like, what is up with that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I get the feeling my microphone level's too low. Hey, let me like listen.
You're good. I would just channel. Oh wait, what? Where's my?
I'm gonna mute that.
What? Are we being annoying?
No, the music that's playing right behind me. I'm gonna mute that.
What? Are we being annoying?
No, the music that's playing right behind me. Okay, let me. Just a second. No, close. Wait, what? Okay, so Audio. Let's see. Properties. No, wrong button.
I think the YouTube is lagging me. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Okay.
No, I can't join blue team. I'm gonna start crying. Aww. Nah, and you're not gonna be able to join.
I just joined the blue team. I'm gonna kill you.
Ooh, I should have killed that kid. He should be dead right now.
Nice Builders Club hat. Why did they remove the Builders Club hats? They should make them the premium hats.
They should. Well,
why are you shooting?
Builders Club? Because no one likes premium. Wait, did I kill you?
Yeah, Builders Club premiums, like every single platform has something called premium. Builders Club, nothing is called Builders Club.
No, Builders Club.
It's more unique.
Yeah, it's original. You know. I love original stuff. Like, who cares about the dumbest?
This weapon is so trash. Finally, we got a new one.
Oh,
I've interrupted you so many times. I should stop.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's your streamer. My computer would be too slow for me to record. Oh, look at this kid.
Oh, wait, the thing is you're not recording, you're streaming. So you both have to have a good internet connection and a good computer.
Yeah, our internet sucks sometimes. I mean, we have to...
Wait, remember when I showed you how to do the speed test? Didn't you get like 20 or something?
What? Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, you got like 20 or 30. I get 100. But actually, that's down. That's down.
Wait, my internet is actually good. And also, just so you know, an LAN cable. I put my router.
Are you using an Ethernet cable? Because I guarantee you that will speed it up.
Yeah, I am right now. Like it's connected from my router to my computer.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the blue team was my team, so I did.
But has it helped? Has it helped?
Yeah, no, I've been having it. I just didn't know. I've been having it. I just didn't know.
But yeah, also, you know what else matters is, well, since I'm streaming, so, you know, internet, it's not going to be the same speed. That was 120 or 100 megabits per second downstream, so to my computer. But what about from my computer? Because that's what streaming means, sending from my computer. Well, you know, upstream is always less than, almost always. But actually, I think it always is less than downstream. Just because.
Wait, what if it was? What if it was like?
Okay, look. So say we have 100 megabits a second, okay? What the internet company will do will say, okay, 90 of these megabits per second will go to down, and 10 will go to up. Just because up isn't generally used as much as down. Think about it. How many people?
Wait, what? Not a lot. I guess
exactly.
Other than if you're like a YouTuber. Wait, but what if they put like if they like you could like turn the up to like a lower, like let's say like
I've always wondered, why can't you adjust your ratio?
Yeah, like you know, like sometimes like wireless companies need to like you know like actually use their brain.
You know how we get like 100 megabits per second down, and you know our up is like 8.
Okay, well then you're not gonna get a good stream quality.
Well, no, it's not too bad. But like, you know, I know. For example, think about Creecraft. He has gigabit, which means 1,000 megabits per second down.
Obviously.
So that's 10 times more than us down, and his up is 200. But also, think about it. I think he streams in 1440p at 60 frames per second.
I mean, he streams every day.
Yeah, and he streams at 1440p and 60 frames per second. I think I only stream at 720p and 30 FPS.
Bro, I'd love it if Albert streamed. Yeah.
Hey, do you watch Kaneko Kitten?
Yeah.
And he loves this game. With his live streams though, like when he live streamed the block, he did one stream. It was for the Bloxies. So many trolls and stuff though. I think it. Like, Creecraft didn't have the issue, but he got so many trolls.
Most of the time, I would just use a watch channel.
Please stop!
Me?
No, the music.
Oh, oh my god. I have 920. I'm gonna buy a case after this. I'm gonna get a should I buy a character case or melee case?
Melee
You
case.
pick.
Melee. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it.
No, actually, I'm gonna
Melee.
get because
Because it's actually effective.
What it is, everybody report to the motherfucking
I mean,
feds.
the melee doesn't really do anything. You just like it just makes it look better. The skin just makes you look cooler, but it'll actually like show. Like, who cares if you have a good knife? I have a really good skin, so I look way better than you.
Who's
So
the
I'm gonna
kid?
get skin. What, bro? Oh my god, my ping just went so
Me
high.
too.
My ping is at
That was-
1,000.
My ping just went up to 300.
My ping
It's
is
lagging
1,000.
so bad. I'm getting like
I'm
12
not even
frames per
moving.
second.
I'm not even moving. I'm getting 5 frames.
I'm getting 12 frames. I think their servers just. Oh wait, no, the whole map just went oof.
Yeah, no one. Yeah, no one. Whoa, people have just.
Did the whole map just turn white?
No, not on my screen. Oh, it just turned black. Oh.
Yeah, the whole map just turned white. Maybe share
Leave.
your screen so I can see. You probably have.
Oh yeah, I'll go on Discord.
Okay, it's actually working now, but my FPS is really bad. It looks like other people are lagging
I'm
too.
sharing.
Oh, I have the book in the fire thingy. Oh wait, so does this
Is
person?
that why?
No, I just got it now.
Oh, wait, let's just do
Everyone is this laggy. I can tell.
Let's just do Phantom
Maybe
Forces now.
Meep City is being annoying again. Yeah, let's do Phantom Forces.
I'm gonna
That
be
was
so
really
trash
bad.
at
Okay, can you turn off the screen sharing? It's just wasting my bandwidth now and your bandwidth, both of
Okay.
us.
What's bandwidth? Never heard of it.
Like how much internet speed and like
Oh, okay.
capacity,
Yeah.
internet capacity kind
Ooh,
of.
they updated. They aim and accuracy. No way, they added scopes.
Oh, I haven't played Phantom Forces in so long.
Yeah, I know. Neither have.
And, oh gosh,
Right.
everything's being slow
we did
right
like
now.
the late 20. Yeah, because of Roblox. Roblox did something.
Let me see. Let me go to games. Did some game get like 1 billion visits or like?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
like
look
it
at
was.
Adopt Adopt Me doesn't deserve 675.
No, yes, I know.
You know,
And why is
they got to
my
1.6
boy,
million.
Pre-craft streaming on it.
Wait, what?
Oh my god, dress your pants? It's so cool. I can dress my pants.
Whoa!
Oh my god, no way.
Oh!
That's so cool, my man. Oh my god.
Aw, I just got another viewer to the stream, and then that viewer left. The number went up to 3, and then it went back down to 2. Wah.
Seriously, you shot, bro. So you're saying I'm hacking headphones? You can. Oh god. Why are people so annoying? Oh, you're hacking. He's not hacking. Most likely, he would have been kicked from the game.
Are you having trouble with this loading up? It's not loading up for me.
It's on the who made the thing.
Oh, okay, there, finally.
Oh, I just got a keyboard case. Nice. I'm gonna add an optic. I wanna add an optic.
Okay.
Weapon
Let me see.
loadout. How do I,
let me not show my IP.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I just closed it. See, this I can actually turn up the volume a bit because it isn't so loud.
Optics. Can I please have any optic? I have to get 10 kills just to buy this car?
So at least in this game you can run by pressing shift.
Time.
Phantom Forces.
Sure. Why does it always say, let's kick out this person? Like, oh, wow.
I don't know. How do people do it?
Yeah, I know. Wait, well, I mean, people think that he's hacking and he's toxic.
Wait, they're voting to kick you out? Oh.
No, bully for
How
to... I mean, people have been saying that he's a hacker and, like, toxic.
Vote for a kick in Phantom Forces.
That's weird. I don't think that you should be able to do that, to be honest. You thinking I'm hacking?
Vote kicking. Oh, you have to type in the chat /vote kick and then colon and then whoever. So like this.
Don't kick me, don't kick me, don't kick me.
Hey, what was it? I think it was /vote kick. Yeah. Okay, I won't do it.
Kick yourself.
Oh yeah, what happens if I kick myself? Let's see.
I think that's actually a really important like thing. I think that's a really important thing. Why
Oh, you
isn't
have
it
to be at
working?
least rank 25 because the widespread abuse of the vote. Okay, so due to the widespread abuse of the vote kick command, we require you to be at least rank 25 to initiate a vote.
Well, it's time to deploy.
And I am only rank 13 because I don't play much.
I love my AK-12.
I love my KSG-12.
Ooh, okay. Let's go. I'm gonna be so rusty. Ooh.
I am too.
Hey. Who's shooting at me? You're gonna die. You're gonna die! Go. I wonder what. Oh, someone needs to play this game in what's it called? VR. Bro,
Oh.
my heart was beating so hard.
This game gets more stressful than
Yes, because
Then-
Phantom Forces is like a little bit cartoony. This is like the real deal.
yeah. Arsenal is a little kind of cartoon. You can't even like half the weapons. You can't use the sights they have, even though they have sights.
I know, like the railgun. It'd be way better if I could use the sight, but no, I'm not allowed to.
I have to use a little
The
purple
game
crosshair.
sucks.
How do you like?
These people are so sweaty. I swear.
Wait, why did I come to the other side when I could have just done this? I'm dumb. Okay.
I hate it. Like maybe what if that guy actually was not hacking at all? I'm trying
Okay,
to say that.
I have such a bad music collection that it just plays the same songs over and over again.
Oh, so we both killed each other. Me and him killed each other. That's so funny. Okay, I feel like in a way, Arsenal, Phantom Forces in a way should not be a game because it's like way too bloody. Like there's blood and stuff, which I feel like maybe it shouldn't.
No.
I mean,
You know what I like about
it's
Phantom
fun.
Forces? They actually have realistic shotguns. You know,
Yeah.
the number of games that have shotguns that cannot do anything past, like, right in front of you,
Yeah,
it's just the numbers
like
way too big.
like shotguns can do stuff. Like I feel like
Yeah, shotguns can shoot pretty far in real life. I'm not that I've used a shotgun, but...
like, ooh, this guy should have been so. I don't have a good gun. Don't try and get it. I love my AK-12. You know, it's pretty trustable. You know, default gun, but it can get you through some stuff. You know, spamming wise, no. Ooh, oh, that's smart. This kid, he was smart. He switched to his like Red Hawk. He switched to his Red Hawk and he like killed me. That's smart, to be honest.
Okay, let's see. What's my download? My download
Wait,
speed is...
How do I throw a grenade?
My download
Oh, yeah.
speed is 30 megabits per second right now.
2018 was such a good year.
I know, in the egg hunt in 2018...
The egg hunt, yeah.
It's so much better than these...
Yes, queen.
Okay.
Oh, I just ranked up. Sick.
Wait.
Oh yeah, I think I just got the KSG. Let's see. Where is it? Let's see. Oh, I should use this thing. It's beautiful. It looks
Okay, I'm back.
beautiful.
Sorry, I have to...
I just got a shotgun. Should I use a shotgun?
Yes. Use the KSG-12. Do you have it? It's really good.
Yeah, I just got it. Do you have any weapon skins?
Oh, you should see... Wait. You should see my weapon layout, though.
Slot 2. What do I have on slot 2? It's fine. I don't really care. So is it good? How good is it?
It's really good, actually. It's already different. I was stuck anyway, so I'm glad they killed me.
Oh, the bullets, the most okay, freshest.
Okay,
posted.
wait.
Shout out to Mr. Fresh Asian.
Back. Weapon loadout.
How far can I shoot? Oh, whoa, this shotgun. No way! This is so good.
Told you.
No way did that just happen. No way. Like, this is like an actual real shotgun, which I love. Okay, why am I in the an open place? Why am I in such an open place? See, that's what I get for being in an open place, even though I knew I shouldn't.
Hey, you know, if you look at the stream, you can see how good it is, like, with my loadout, but I also just sent you, like, a little screenshot of it so you can see.
Oh, okay.
But actually,
Oh yeah, I just got it.
don't use the screenshot, just look at my stream, okay? Wait, look, are you looking at the
It's
stream?
fine, it's fine. I'm playing.
Okay, well, when you die, just look at my stream real quick.
Got it. Okay. And I'm gonna say it again, just like last stream, if you haven't already, subscribe and leave a like.
It was fairly obvious you were about to say that.
Oh, now I feel like I shouldn't have said that.
Every time I go over on my other screen, because I have to, like, control something, someone kills me.
No, so sweaty. I love shooting lights. I don't know why, I just love shooting lights.
I accidentally played my intro again for a second.
Oh, that's funny. Come on, shotgun, don't fail me now.
It won't. And it has a lot of shots, so I think it has, like, 7.
Oh.
I one-shot people with this all the time.
I know. I need to heal.
Oh, look at this noob. I'm right behind him and... What? Maybe I'm the noob, because
just keep
I'm right behind him. He doesn't know me and then I...
Captured the hill. Yes, queen.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna move to my M4A1 because I love
Wait,
my
if you died, real quick, look at the stream.
Okay.
Now,
Alright.
the stream is a bit delayed, so when I talk, it'll happen in the stream later.
Yeah, okay.
But look like... What?
Confirm. Okay, I'm gonna buy some
looking at
stuff.
my
I'm gonna... I just need to buy.
What?
Guys, I need to get unlock 10 kills? What is that? I need a barrel. Can I buy anything under barrel? Oh, okay, I'll put that.
Okay, just look real quick, please. Please.
Okay, wait, second. Okay, sick. Okay, okay, I just changed my gun. Okay, oh, that's good. That's your gun? That's sick.
And then look down when I aim.
Oh, wait, that's the only picture I got.
Wait, no, look at the live stream.
Oh, okay. I'm going on it. Let me see.
Wait, take this go.
Let me see it.
Just look on the stream. Remember, the stream's a bit, like, lag. It's a bit delayed.
Yeah. Okay,
See,
well,
so
it's
I have
fine.
the 3 lasers, and then the scope is actually, the sight is actually...
Okay, let me deploy so I can get
And
some
then
kills.
I have the flash hider on it, too.
Yeah, I also have the flashlight, too. The flashlight you
No, flash hider, not light.
Oh, I have the flashlight. It's really good.
Actually, there's kind of no point, because then people can see you more easily. The flash hider just, like, blocks the flashes from when the bullet comes out, so they can't see you. The flashlight does the exact opposite. And look, you can spam this thing so fast. Look at how fast I can spam it.
No, I'm gonna switch back to shotgun. The
Wait,
shotgun
real
is...
quick, one more thing. Just look quickly at the...
I am. Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Spam it so fast.
Yep.
Wait, look again, because... Yeah, there's, like, lag.
I just deployed. I can't.
You can spam it, like, twice per second or something.
It's just OP, to be honest. But, like, shotguns are OP, you know?
Yeah, but especially this one. And this one's really easy to get.
Yeah, no, it's the default shotgun.
I don't think so. I think I had to actually do something for it.
I mean, I don't know.
It was the first shotgun I got, and it's still the one I use.
Wait, you have other shotguns?
Maybe. I have one other shotgun.
Oh, that was my own grenade.
Yeah, be sure. I have, I think it was a Remington.
Oh no.
I think I had a Remington 870 or something. I need to check. What just happened? Oh yeah.
Why are people so sweaty? Like, there is really no point for you to be that sweaty.
Yeah, I have the
can't wait
Remington
until people
870.
get that.
Do you think the Remington 870 is better?
No, I never said that.
I said, do you think it is?
No way! A kid just sniped. A guy just sniped you with a pistol from like 35 meters. That's not possible, is it?
I think the KSG-12 can shoot faster because it has 2 tubes instead of 1. So it shoots from like each tube. So it can go twice as fast as the Remington needs it.
Okay, let's capture it. Let's capture H. No way! Oh,
I actually didn't realize that Phantom Forces supports shooting grenades to disarm them. Where did he come from?
People are fighting in the chat. Look at it. No, bro, you can't run
any code hoping to. Okay. Are you saying that?
Are you saying that you something disarm? Are you saying? Wait, let me. Okay, let me just die real quick. Let me throw a grenade.
I mean, I know how to hack. I could.
Let me just kill myself real quick.
Actually, I don't.
Okay.
So you have to get the script for it and then run it in an executor. I have a script to hack Joby. I never use it because I mean, why would I? I'm not a hacker.
Don't try to smart me, cause that's the only way you can make something code. Shoot! Don't try to smart. Obviously, you don't know
the
me.
The only thing you gotta do is subscribe.
So don't try to correct me. Yes, I got.
Don't correct him. Don't do it. Just subscribe. That's it.
Oh, I'm already subscribed.
I just clicked my intro again. I clicked the wrong button and I just showed my intro for like 1 more second.
That's funny.
And you know what? I'm gonna like just make this so that doesn't happen.
I actually don't know. I'm gonna play some Wild West.
Now?
You wanna play with me? Yeah.
I'm probably gonna end the stream before that because this is I think I'm just doing Phantom Forces and.
Okay, I mean if you're just gonna do that then
I mean if you really want to.
I mean are you gonna play with me for a while?
I don't even know how to play the game.
We'll just rob some banks, then we'll go kill an alligator, then we'll eat some alligator.
Just from playing it a little, it doesn't seem like an interesting game. I think Phantom Forces.
It is for free. Like it's actually not even supposed to. It's supposed to cost Robux. It's supposed to cost. Oh, Timothy, we're in our homeland.
Yes.
We must flush out all the invaders. Flush them out, boy. Hey, Timothy, remember, stay low on carbs, stay frosty on sugar. Ooh, no way!
Oh, this is so good. I need to get a sniper. Actually, I have a sniper. I need to use it.
Wait,
I'm in a tiny window. Look at the stream real quick. This is so good.
How do I get a sniper? Oh, Colt LMG. I love that gun. Recon this.
Look, do you see where I am? Look at the stream.
I think. Wait, one second. I'm gonna use the Colt LMG because that's really good. Let me add a flash.
Out of the way.
Okay.
There are windows.
Okay, let's go.
I keep pressing the wrong button.
Whoa! No way! How did this kid do that? That's actually sick. Well, that's cool because that kid just. That's cool.
Yep. I have this bad habit of when someone's right in front of me, using the sight.
Panic. Yeah. Why would you? I
don't know. It just makes you walk slower and move slower. Like.
Ooh, I just got a kill. Wait, what? Who is this kid? Well, I mean, I just got the kill first.
Are you on my team? What team? Oh wait, yeah, they're not colors on mine.
I just got so much points.
Dang it. Who's winning? Oh, actually, we're winning.
Yeah.
Are you the Ghost or the Phantoms?
I'm not sure.
Look in the bottom left, right on top of the mini map. Are you GT or PN?
I'm PN.
PN's blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we against each other?
No.
Okay, good. I wouldn't want to kill you.
I think that's how it works.
Bro, this game is so fun. It's full LMG.
I typed in the chat hi. Do I show? Oh no, I'm Ghost. Never mind.
Oh no!
I thought it shows you. No, Phantom is.
Okay, whoever kills each other first wins. Let's just do that. I'm not gonna find you though.
I don't know who you are. It's hard to see your name because you're
Yeah, I
you're
know.
on my
That's the
team.
point. We just like blindly kill each other.
And then we see if you
Yeah.
killed me or if I killed. Okay.
Or if you get confirm the kill, or if you confirm the
What? This
like
guy
if
literally.
someone
Maybe I
kills me.
should use the Remington 7. I'm gonna try it.
No,
Because this
use
guy
the
came
Colt
and one
LMG.
shot.
Use the Colt LMG.
I mean, I
It's like iron.
I'm not sure if I have it.
It's like
see,
it's
see, the
I
other
I
one's
forgot
way
which
better.
class. What?
I think the maybe it's just because I haven't upgraded this. What's this? But I
I
think
can upgrade guns though. I'm not sure how.
I don't know if you can. What's this? Ooh, sniper. Automatic sniper.
Flush him out. Flush him out. Flush him out.
Wait,
Flush him
no,
out.
it's not a sniper. It just has a scope on it. Oh,
Alright,
you
so
walk
where's
so
it?
slow with this.
Yeah. Remember when the badger? When the badger? What's it called? Honey badger? I keep not sure if it's honey badger or badger, but yeah.
The scope is so small. It's hard to.
Are the scopes even good to be honest?
Grenades. 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 Confirm it. Confirm it. Good boy.
Ooh, no way. This
Those are
kid
some
was
good
20
kills.
HP. I was about to kill him. I assisted. Nice. I got an assist at least.
I think my music's too loud.
Okay.
Because I can't hear my music, my streaming
I don't
software.
even think. I think we're the only people that are watching your stream. I'm not sure.
It has 2 people. I think.
It's
I
one of
found
them
my-
is me.
I think
Ooh,
I
there's a
found
scar.
that
Oh, there's-
YouTube that doesn't count your own yourself.
Ooh, let's try this big bowl.
What's good about long streams is you get a lot of watch hours from them because someone will watch the whole thing, and if it's 2 hours long, then bam, you have 2 watch hours.
The scar is actually really, really nice. Oh, I got an assist. I keep
I'm
getting
gonna go
assist.
back to my old weapon because this is.
Phantom Forces is actually getting pretty, getting fun.
Getting what?
Yeah, I might not play Wild West actually. I mean, I might just keep playing this because it's
How about
actually
we
getting...
let's finish this round.
This map is good. No, I'm not. I'm not. I said I'm not.
Oh, you're not? Oh, okay, so you are. I need to go to the bathroom. Bye.
Okay. Oh, sick. That was nice. Oh, that's nice. I think we're winning, are we? Oh yeah, we are. And guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Say that sound.
Okay, I'm back.
Whoa there, buddy, whoa there.
So after this match, oh wait, we're
This
starting
is
a new
why
match?
I don't. This is why I don't like to stream like gun games. Cause like I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna stay quiet. It's like if I ever like start streaming or something, I'm not gonna be playing like these kind of games because I'm not gonna be talking. I'm just gonna be like when I die, I'm gonna start
The
talking.
background music helps fill up those gaps.
Yeah. Oh, was that? Because oh yeah, it's just gonna fun.
So I'm gonna play
Chuck a
one
grenade.
more match, and then I'm gonna end the stream. Because
Okay.
I have to make a quick announcement video. It's gonna literally be a 5-second video. I'm gonna say like 2 sentences, and that's it. It's just gonna be like black.
Wait, why? Why? What are you
I
gonna
just
announce?
need to
Oh
make
wait,
an
yeah, you
announcement.
can't announce it yet, obviously.
So I'm not gonna be doing any
Just
channel
try it in
activity.
Discord. Tell me
So
in
no
Discord,
videos
okay?
or live streams next week because I can't do
Why?
anything next
Oh
week.
yeah.
So
Just tell them it's because of like Holy Week, because like they'll understand,
Yeah.
you know.
because my church has like a different calendar.
Yeah.
Because I go to an Orthodox
They'll
church.
understand. They'll
So
understand. Yeah, we have.
my Holy Week is a week off.
Yeah.
And since it's
You know
Holy
what?
Week,
You
I'm
know
not
what? I'm gonna do it with you. I'm not. I'll actually. Actually, that's way too hard. I can't. I'd love to do it with you, Timothy, but that's way too hard.
Wait, I just got another viewer. I have 2
really?
viewers.
Oh wait, whoever you are, please stay on. You know, because
Yeah,
we're pretty
please.
good. We're pretty good at
We
the
have
game.
had the same viewer the whole time.
Yeah. So if you'd love to,
I mean,
we're
that's not
gonna
a bad
make you,
thing,
but like,
but
if you'd like
we
to,
need
just
more
stay on,
people.
like, watch. You know?
And also, if
We're-
you're new,
we're-
which I'm pretty sure everyone is, because this is a new channel, don't forget to subscribe and share this with friends and do whatever. Yeah.
Okay. Well. And yeah, you know, we're just chill people playing some Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal. I always keep saying
We
Arsenal.
played Arsenal earlier. This is Phantom Force.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
Teammate spawned on you. People keep spawning on me.
I know, me too. It depends on where you are. See, someone just spawned on me right now.
Ooh, I just ranked up.
What the heck? Okay, that time I should have actually like aimed because I wasn't aiming. I was just like
Oh, one of my friends
shooting.
is playing.
I was shooting in the general direction. I did not aim.
One
I
of my
probably
friends
should
is
have
playing.
aimed. That was
One
very
of my
dumb.
other friends is playing with you.
What?
One of my friends is playing with me. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, why wouldn't it be okay?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I'm just weird.
Okay. Oh wait, my subscribe video thingy is still going.
Oh, I
Stop
think it's
that.
my friend who keeps spawning on me.
Fall damage. My worst enemy.
Wow, this is why I like Apex. No fall damage. Fortnite sucks.
I'm actually using. We have like an extra hard drive sitting around.
Remember the Fortnite sucks meme?
Oh yeah. Like the song is in it?
Fortnite. No, it's like a different.
Oh wait, we have another viewer. We have 4 viewers now. Thank you all for watching.
Welcome to the stream.
Please.
Yeah, welcome to the
Yes,
stream.
welcome to the stream. Please subscribe. That's all I want to tell you.
And also, yeah, you know, we're just some chill people
And
playing
like I said,
some
okay,
Phantom.
wait, the 4th person just left. Never mind. Unless that was
Okay.
another person. We don't know if it's the same person. But yeah, I won't be able to do any content next week. I will make like a short 5-second video saying that because I know a lot of people aren't watching.
Oh, we won.
See, since my stuff isn't working,
I just unlocked a couple of guns, I
Let me-
think, from what you see.
actually come
think I
over
unlocked
here
some
and
guns.
go to...
Please say that I can. Please tell me that I can add a scope now. Please, 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 please. I still can't. I still can't. Depression floods into it. Depression floods in. Do Metro, do Metro. Metro is fun.
Just a second, wait.
Or actually, my ridge. I don't even know. Let's do team deathmatch.
Let's see.
Kick something. I mean, I don't really care. I just dismiss it every single time because I don't really care unless I actually see the guy. You know,
Yeah. Me too.
like he's hacking. That's what they're. I mean, no one cares. I mean,
How do they know he's hacking? Maybe he's just really good at the game.
Yeah, sometimes like he got Boomer. He got kicked out of the server. What if he's actually just really good at the game? You know, like what if like he's just good?
I
Like,
said
sometimes,
no.
like- yeah, no, I said I just dismissed.
Yeah,
it.
I think I should have probably just dismissed it. Too.
Cause like I don't really care, to be honest. Like unless I
neither.
actually see them hacking,
Mhm.
then yeah. Like unless it's like really apparent. And like to be honest, hacking isn't actually that bad because you can still kill people who have hacks. Like to be honest with you, like you just have to have like a really.
Oh, I thought you were saying
standard,
like it's not that bad to hack. It's okay to hack.
Dude, that's not what I'm saying.
Did
I'm
you
just
see that?
saying.
I one-shotted this guy from like really far. This is why the KSG-12 is so OP. And this guy sniped me.
Oh, my friend Manly Cracker, don't kill him because he's my friend. But I mean, you can kill another there. I'm not saying that. Why are you being so weird?
Well, okay, I don't know him in person, but you guys have told me so much about him.
Yeah.
I basically can picture who he is. Like, I know his name. I know how he acts. I know.
How does he act?
Okay.
He acts dumb, to be honest. Whoa, that was a cool combo. Whoa.
Where is he?
Yeah.
What? Okay, we are now down to 2
picture.
viewers. That means both of the other people left. Because
Oh, they got bored. He must have gotten bored. I mean, if he got bored, would you
I
blame
don't
him?
blame
Like, if
them.
you got bored of I mean, if you got bored of somebody else's stream, then I would leave.
Yeah. I'm saying I don't blame them because this is probably pretty boring.
Yeah, you know, but I mean, like, for us,
Yeah.
you know.
I would too. If I found something boring, I leave.
My voice sounds so weird recorded.
I'm a head out. Everyone thinks that. I think the same thing. It's just because you're not used to it recorded. You're used to
really?
it hearing yourself. Yeah. Because the way you're, like, you hear stuff both, you know, like from your ears, from stuff around you.
Mm-hmm.
But you also hear through your bones. Your bones vibrate.
Oh yeah,
It's like
you're right.
when you take steps, you can like hear your feet hit the ground.
And if
right?
if I like make a
Yeah.
sound with my mouth, it might not be heard as much as I hear it.
Yeah, so
Like
it'll.
if I like start like make like moving water like around my mouth, like nah.
I literally just killed this guy at the same time he killed me.
Yeah, I know, that's so funny. That happened with
Like, how does it happen?
I don't know. It's like how like you what's it called?
It's like you shoot while the bullets are in the air.
I feel like that's impossible to happen in Fortnite. I feel like it's impossible.
No one cares about Fortnite.
Yeah, I'm just saying though.
Fortnite's so dead.
But I know it's so bad. Like it's not even fun anymore.
I know. Like, should I just delete it?
Whoa! I just got sniped in the head.
Because it's eating up my the 50 gigs of space.
Oh, okay.
Actually 40 gigs, but close enough.
The Fortnite sucks, man.
It's a good thing I'm using an old hard drive we had. It's actually 2
it's not
terabytes. 2,000.
I have so much space still on my PC, and I have like 2 games plus Roblox.
Yeah, the thing is, so my main drive, my main SSD is 500 gigs.
Oh no, you. I killed.
When I built my PC, I was like, 500 gigs is enough. And then as I started downloading games, I'm like, oh wait, no.
I only have like 2 games. I have Forza Street and Asphalt 9.
Well, those are small games, but like Fortnite, Apex, those are all
I
really
also
big.
have Fortnite. I forgot I have Fortnite, but I'm gonna kill myself.
I don't think Fortnite works on your computer. Ooh, BFG
Yeah, no,
50, yes.
Not even.
I got a
with
BFG 50. Okay, what were you saying, sir?
Not even with the next gen thing, it still doesn't even work.
Which is good because I'm going to install a 2 terabyte hard drive, which is a lot. It's like 4 times as much as my computer. I shall quadruple.
Kill Confirmed is one of my favorite game modes, you know?
I know.
It's just like,
It's the best one.
Yeah. And it's like fun, like the concept it's perfect. The concept of the game is perfect.
Cause it's not just killing. Killing just gets boring. Like team
killing-
deathmatch. Ew. Who likes it?
And then also like you have to get like sorry. Okay, I can't talk. You have to actually confirm the kill.
Just like, how is coronavirus in Pakistan? How many fat kids will die? Did you read the chat?
Wait, what?
Look at the chat. How many coronavirus in Pakistan? How many fat kids will die?
Wait, how do you know it's corona? How do you know there's?
Oh yeah, coronavirus.
No way! I glitched. Bro, let me take a screenshot of this. Let me take a screenshot of it.
Oh wait, they ended up kicking OK Boomer. I just
Okay,
realized that.
I put it in. Let me just put it on in Discord.
Have you ever
for you to
tried
see.
like sniping people with a shotgun? Because I'm doing that right now, and
Oh, I
actually,
just showed it to you. I'm glitched into the wood. I can't. Check it.
oh.
Oh wow, I think I actually might have to reset. I'm gonna have to reset.
No,
Wait, so I can't reset? You
you
can't
can.
reset. Wait, why is it not letting me though? Oh well,
Yeah,
just
you can.
yeah, I know. It took so long for it to reset me.
Maybe it's because your computer's bad.
When you, oh yeah, I know it is trash. You know, in the Windows, like the thing that's you like stuff. It said how likely PC to a colleague. I wrote 0% because it's from 2009.
Oh yeah, I love when it asks that. It's like, I built it myself, so I'm pretty sure I would. Wait, are you still there? Hello?
Yeah, sorry. I like when you just kill somebody, you just don't talk anymore. Like when you're just like randomly playing, you don't talk.
Does
So
no
I'm
one
sorry.
else find it satisfying to just shoot out the lights for no reason?
Yeah, I said the somebody has an AUG. AUGs are so OP. You know the burst rifle in Fortnite. It's like the only fun.
But see, look, like you can shoot so fast with this. You can just spam it. Like for a shotgun, that's really good. Look at the speed.
Let me see. Let me just get a kill.
No, I need to do it again because remember the stream is always delayed by about a second.
Yeah.
By the way, everyone just left except you. You're now the only person watching.
Wait, so it's only one person?
Yeah, so now it says one viewer. I realize, yeah, it doesn't count yourself. So when it says one viewer, there's actually one person watching.
One viewer, yeah. So, yeah, okay.
So right now, you're the only person viewing. Thank you for giving me these watch hours. Because, you know, to be monetized, you have to have 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. Or wait, 4,000 or 40,000? No, I think it's 4,000.
Wait, demonetized? Did you say demonetized?
No, monetized. In order to be able to make money, you can't just make money. Like, you can't just go, I want to make money off of YouTube and start making money. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to be able to make money.
4,000 subscribers?
No, 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours.
Is your dad gonna actually put his credit card in?
I don't
Or
know.
something? My mom would. Oh, I'm right behind you, Timothy.
Okay,
Hey.
you are on my team. I'm just gonna like, where do you want to go?
What's up? What's up? Let's probably be fun. Let's just get some kills. Let's go inside this building. I'm gonna throw a grenade in. Chuck it in, chuck it in!
That was a complete waste of grenade.
I know. I don't know, I just like throwing grenades. Okay, let's go up the ladder. No one here. Let's keep going up.
When you
Let's keep going up.
you kill yourself with a grenade.
I'm behind you now, I think. Just keep going up, keep going up, keep
Yeah,
going
to
up.
the top. Let's snipe with shotguns.
Well, I don't have a shotgun, I'm using my Colt LMG.
Let's
Hey,
snipe
you know
with Colt
Colt from
LMGs and
Roblox?
shotguns. Where are you? I'm already at the top.
I know, I'm here, I'm here. Oh, let's go, keep going up from here.
I just fell down. Let me come back up. Not all the way, just like I just fell down one story.
I watched the video, Timothy. Remember when you called the basketball court a sock?
Oh.
I was like, I just started laughing. I was like, what? Oh, I just fell too. I feel like I feel bad now. Bro, my gums hurt. I don't know why.
You mean guns by...
Gums.
Oh, gums.
Yeah.
I heard guns.
But yeah, you know, my guns hurt, you know? It's just my guns.
Oh, wait. No.
America. Oh! This BFG 50? What is that? What kind of gun is BFG 50?
Big fat guy 50.
No, it's the...
Big friendly giant 50.
Yeah, okay, I love the big friendly...
Yeah.
Big friendly giant. I want to drink that soda thing that made her fly. I actually wanted to drink it one day. But what did they call it?
That would
What did
feel
they call it?
uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Whoa,
I know.
whoa,
it
whoa,
would.
whoa,
You
whoa,
just
whoa,
feel
whoa.
like you'd feel like pretty much
Who
air
do
because
you
there must be
think
so much
you-
carbonation. Oh, what? This guy keeps hitting me with this dumb BFG. I hate it. Or with an intervention.
I'm sniping this guy with a shotgun. This is how OP
Oh,
the
that's
kids-
Bulldoggy. That's Bulldoggy. No way.
That's how OP this weapon is.
Oh, hey.
Oh, there's
You
an
know,
intervention right here, so I can just like do this. Oh wait, he just took it.
when you're about to get drafted for World War III, it's just an old meme, guys, just saying, and you play on Roblox, joins Phantom
Look
Forces.
how good I am at Phantom Forces. This is why I should be in the army.
What if like they did like
Wait.
for you to join the army, they did like tests and you like play like some kind of like first FPS shooter, like yeah, you know.
Oh yeah, I shoot pistols so fast. I just turn them into automatic weapons. Just. I got an assist somehow.
Sick. Can you just chuck a grenade in there? Please land. Please go in. Oh.
Time to shoot grenades at. Can I shoot a grenade at that guy? He's all the way over there.
Oh, we
I
both
was
killed
so
each
close.
other.
I went into
just
the
killed somebody.
story under.
We both killed each other. Wait, what? Sorry, I interrupted you. What
It's
did
like
you say?
so quiet. Oh.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
What? Never mind. No, I didn't. This guy with the BFG 50.
Yeah, I know. I think he's the exact same guy, isn't he? The one that got banned? Yeah, he is. He is.
Wait, is he actually hacking? Because
Oh,
how would he
no,
get back
he
into
isn't.
the
He's
same
just
server?
good. Yeah, he's just good. I think he's just good at the game.
Yeah.
Because he's sick with that BFG. He's actually...
Yeah, I think he's just good at the game.
Like, I have respect for him. I don't know why you spam him. He is the exact same person. I don't know how he got into the exact same game.
Yeah,
though.
that's what I was saying.
Maybe he is.
Sniping with shotguns. It works.
Maybe he is. I'm not sure. But either way, I mean, if you're good at the game, I have respect for you.
I actually just realized I forgot to share the link on Twitter. Okay, I'll do it after I'm done because I can
It's
see my
fine.
views. I'll just do it when I'm done. I might not get live views, but I'll get... How long is the stream? I'll get later views.
Oh wait, so how much watch hours have I given you?
So this stream's been an hour, so you've given me so far 1 watch hour. Let's just do this 4,000 times, and then I'll be able to get more.
I'm good, you know.
Because getting 1,000 subscribers is a lot easier than the 4,000 watch hours.
No way. Oh, we both helped each other. That's nice. I'm low. I'm at 2 health.
Oh wait, that
I'm
was
gonna
you?
Stay here. Yeah, I killed him.
Oh yeah, your health is so low. Here, look, let me
Yeah.
show you what to do. Just crouch. Actually, prone. So press crouch twice.
Okay.
That's called proning, when you're like crawling on the ground.
Yeah, I know. I play Call of Duty. I know my facts. Okay, let's go. Let's battle. Let's
Call
go.
of Duty, like Warzone and stuff.
Ooh, the kid with his BFG. But it's the chupa palana.
Just spawn on me.
I already spawned. Just spawn on me.
Reset.
Reset? Okay. Okay, I just did. Wait, what? I reset it, but I didn't reset.
It takes it a minute.
Oh, wait, I did it. Okay. Come on. Okay. I'm gonna spawn on you, squad deploy.
Yeah, well, let's finish this. It's 1.5 minutes. Yeah, let's finish this, and I think I'll end the stream.
Wait,
I'll make my really extremely fast. Bruh.
I can't spawn. Oh, wait, I can't.
How?
Wait, you're not ready.
Why
You're
am
not
I
ready.
so bad?
Oh, wait, I'm waiting for to spawn with you. Just, ready up. Not ready. Not ready.
I'll spawn on you.
Okay.
Oh, wait, Manly Cracker joined.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Did you spawn on me?
Yep.
Oh, Legend is calling me.
No. I think he's okay with saying his name, but,
Okay, tell him to join our call. Tell him to join our call and play with us.
Yeah, we can't play with us. You can't do Phantom Forces on mobile.
You can't? No way.
No,
Seriously?
it just doesn't work. You get stuck, like, hovering over the map, looking at nothing. It doesn't load.
Okay, well, tell him that he can't play with us.
Tell him to watch my stream.
Okay.
Oh, so this is how you... Can I make the jump? Nope. Oh, wait, just go over here. Yeah, I guess I'll finish this match. I don't even know which team am I on. Let me see. Okay, so my team is losing. Are you still there? I guess he's calling. Hello?
Alright.
You're on stream.
Okay, yeah, join us. Did you join us?
Yeah, no, call from the other group. We keep creating new groups.
Okay, that's fine. I'll call him from this one. Okay, wait. So do you want me to get off? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Okay. So we're
Okay, I think I'm honestly gonna end the stream here.
okay.
So
Oh, bye,
don't
guys.
forget,
Thank
guys,
you for...
if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Turn on the bell icon. And have a good rest of the day.